The Lionsgate portal is open. Do this to manifest what you want. Happy 8/8 to all of you wonderful deep divers. I woke up like this, all magical and fly, just, whoa, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. 10 years younger. Raising the frequency. I feel so much better now. Raising the vibration. Take that, take that, take that. Good ass energy I'm sending you. And a big shout out to everyone. It's a very powerful day. A portal has been opened. And we're going to talk about it because I want to see all of you really manifest big. Deep divers, shout out to everyone who's here. Smash the like button if you support the real. Hit the like button if you support the real. It's good to be back. We never actually left. And we can't start the show off right unless we start off with the 80s. So let's go back to the classic Infinite Waters. And deep divers, leave a comment, leave a message. I'll read it. I'll feature it on the screen. Let's go. We had to pull that up, deep divers. We had to pull it up. Let's go. I'm so happy. The whole world is just beginning. We already won. It's about us all. So many beautiful deep divers here. It's a choice. So happy to manifest whatever you want, to be whatever you want. It's a choice. Freedom is a must. We have to become the spirit. Oh yes. Shout out to all of you wonderful deep divers. Shout out to everyone who's here, everyone who's diving deep. And it is the Lions portal today, 8/8. Very powerful day for manifestation. Super powerful day for manifestation. And we're going to talk about it. We got a lot to talk about. First and foremost, shout out to everyone who's here, everyone who's made it. You know, a lot is happening right now on the planet, deep divers. And you have to remind yourself every single day to stay focused out here. A lot is happening right now on the planet. And you have to remind yourself every single day, focus on where you want to be. Don't get caught up in all of those distractions out there. So, Lions Portal. A lot of people always ask, what is the Lionsgate Portal 8/8 all about? Is it just some mumbo jumbo? Well, no, it's not. It's actually science. And when we talk of the Lion's Gate, every year around 8/8, the sun in Leo aligns with Sirius, the brightest star in the sky. For thousands of years, it has been treated as a doorway, a time to call in more and expand. More money is one of the things it can open, right? And here are 10 things to do before Lion's Gate peaks. Clear space for what's coming. That's number 1. Number 2, write down what you're ready to release. Number 3, forgive yourself for what you've carried. Number 4, name 8 things you appreciate right now. Number 5, repeat, I am ready to receive. That's huge, right? Number 6, get clear on how you want to feel. Number 7, ask the universe for a sign. Number 8, take one aligned action today. That's huge. That's number 8. Number 9, spend 10 minutes in stillness. Number 10, let go and trust what's unfolding. Number 6 was get clear on how you want to feel. So deep divers, shout out to everyone out there who's really enjoying this powerful day, where really anything is possible. A lot of people, when it comes to manifestation, people believe that to manifest, all you have to do is just close your eyes and that's it. The truth is, you have to make sure you're letting go of something that's not serving you today. The reason why a lot of people aren't manifesting, and on this Lion's Gate portal, one of the most powerful things you can do is release old energy. I'm talking about grudges. I'm talking about resentment. I'm talking about bitterness. I'm talking about anger, fear. Low vibrational frequencies have got to go. You see, people always say, gosh, Ralph, how come you're still here? And I tell them it's because every single day I'm clearing out old energies. And we have to make sure we're doing this. You see, on this Lion's Gate portal, it is a time to focus on what truly matters. It is a time to focus on what truly matters to you in your life, your family's life, because so many of us, we get caught up in the distractions, in the fear, the doom and gloom. Oh, did you see what happened over there? And then we lose sight of what we're here to do. You have to remind yourself, deep divers, this is one of the most powerful days right now to start to manifest. One of the greatest ways you can manifest is to be crystal clear on what it is you want to manifest. If you don't have clarity on what you want to manifest, you can never manifest. And that's the reason why on this Lion's Gate portal, go outside, breathe in that good ass prana, and focus, hone in on the world that you want to live in. You see, imagination is everything. And you have to start putting your imagination to use. You got to visualize right now. We can all do this together. Close your eyes and see it. And remind yourself, it's already yours. This is huge. That's what I did with Infinite Waters. I said, okay, I'm going to get a YouTube Gold Award. I said, okay, I'm going to get a #1 best-selling book. And deep divers, go and get the brand new book, Feel Alive 2, Unlock Your Infinite Power, the secret recipe to becoming your greatest version, over 500 pages on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/thebook. And join the brand new Patreon page, okay? I just put out a new video there for all the patrons, patreon.com/ralphsmart. So you have to remind yourself every single day, Be clear, be specific, have crystal clear clarity on what it is you want. You see, a lot of the times, and this is what you have to really understand and understand on this Lionsgate portal, the people who are going to get ahead right now, who are going to manifest, who are going to live the life they've always dreamt of, are the people who have crystal clear laser focus. The truth is, it's hard to have that right now, especially in these days and times where you got so much information, you got a lot of distractions, you got a lot of people who want your attention. And on this Lionsgate portal, you got to be greedy with your own attention. You got to focus on yourself. This is huge. And this is really one of the greatest ways to start acting and setting the wheel in motion for it to happen for you. You see, the truth is, a lot of people have to be honest with themselves. And I see this all the time. There's a lot of people who still want to fake it. There's a lot of people who still want to do it for the gram. But when they go home, when they face themselves in the mirror, they haven't got anything to show for it. This Lionsgate portal is telling you, stop wasting your time on small investments and go for the big one. Let me repeat that. Stop wasting your time on things which aren't giving you anything back in return. Right now, you want to invest big to receive big. And that means planting the seeds today your future self can thank you for. You see, the truth is, there are a lot of people who want to say, hey, look at me. I'm amazing. Right? People do it on the gram. They do it on TikTok. Like, hey, they want to show off, right? They want to show you what they have. Hey, look at my Rolex. Hey, look at my dress. Hey, look at... People are trying to flex. And this is what will get you stuck. This Lionsgate portal is calling you to stop flexing. Stop talking about it. Start being about it. Stop pretending and actually have something to show for it. Because the truth is, the real people who are truly manifesting, they're not always showing you what they have. They're allowing the results to speak for themselves, right? And this is what we all have to focus on. We all have to focus on this Lionsgate portal. We all have to realize that right now is the time to step into our greatest power. Power moves. Every single day, you have to remind yourself that this is the most powerful time to be alive. With the rise of artificial intelligence, all of these things happening, we can use this as an opportunity. Like, the internet changed my life. That's why I can never hate on YouTube. It changed my life and it can change yours. The time we're in right now can change yours. This can change yours. This Lionsgate portal is calling you to see the opportunities right in front of you. Take a look at the opportunities right in front of you. There are so many opportunities in front of us every single day, right? So the Lionsgate portal is open. Do this to manifest what you want. Let's start with this. Set your intention. Set a powerful intention. Decide exactly what you want to create, attract, and become. Once again, this Lionsgate portal is asking us all to be intentional with our energy, to be intentional with our actions. We don't want to get caught freestyling out here. We don't want to get caught at the wrong place at the wrong time. We don't want to get caught in the wrong crowd. We don't want to get caught in the wrong neighborhood. We don't want to get caught around people who aren't going anywhere. A lot of people right now, when you're not intentional with your energy gets wasted, it gets drained, it gets depleted. When you are intentional with your energy, everything shifts in your favor. This Lionsgate portal is encouraging you to be intentional every single day. That's what it's always been about. Being intentional. Being intentional with the career you choose. being intentional with your relationship partner. Who is it I really want to be in my life? You got to be intentional. Being intentional with your time, being intentional with your actions. And this is going to be huge for everybody, right? The Lion's Gate portal is open. Do this to manifest what you want. Also, pay attention to this. Visualize the reality you desire. See yourself already living the life you're calling in. Once again, visualize the reality you desire. See yourself already living the life you're calling in. This is huge. And I did this along my early journey, and I still do this. Visualize the life you desire. Every single day, you must act like it's already here. That's key. And this Lion's Gate portal is all about that. You know, a lot of people don't even realize their attention is everywhere. And that's the reason why a lot of people are not leveling up. That's the reason why a lot of people, their dreams aren't coming into fruition. Their dreams aren't turning into a reality, because if you're not having the time to visualize and see yourself already there, it's never going to happen. And this Lion's Gate portal is asking us to do that. You see, a lot of people don't realize the exercise that's so powerful. When you take the first hour of the day to really tap in, great things happen. When you take the first hour of the day to tap in, great things happen. That's what I'm doing every single day. As soon as I wake up, the phone is off, because the phone distracts us from visualizing and becoming intentional with our own energy. And that's the reason why I stopped sleeping with the phone on like a decade ago, because I realized it was interfering with what I wanted to visualize and bring into existence. You see, a lot of people don't even realize that. And that's the reason why even people like Christopher Nolan, right? The great director, says he doesn't even have a phone, because the highest creators, they realize that their time and energy is valuable. And therefore, they need to make sure they're in a creative space free of distractions, you see. And this Lion's Gate portal, to manifest what you want on this 8-8, we have to make sure we're doing that. Also, feel it before you see it. Connect emotionally with a version of you who already has it. This is huge. Once again, deep divers, the Lion's Gate portal is open. Do this to manifest what you want. So feel it before you see it. Connect emotionally with a version of you who already has it. That's key. Connecting emotionally with a version of you that already has it. Let me say that one more time. Feel it before you see it. One more time. Feel it before you see it. How many times have you felt what it is you want to manifest, what it is you want to bring into your reality? How many times have you felt it? Not just think it, but actually feel it, right? So feel it before you see it. Connect emotionally with a version of you who already has it. This is key. This is where you make the link. And the link is all about connecting emotionally with a version of you that already has it. So let me say a big shout out to everyone. And once again, deep divers, it feels so good to be back. The vibration is high here. The frequency is high here. And let me say a big thank you to Mohammed hitting the super chat. And deep divers, you can all hit the super chat. I'm going to feature your message. Don't be shy. Support the channel, because this is an 8-8 manifestation day, and that's what we're doing. Mohammed, thank you so much. You're most definitely appreciated. Thank you so much. You're most definitely appreciated, Mohammed. I appreciate that. So, the Lionsgate portal is open. Do this to manifest what you want. Let's talk about this, deep divers, that we're in a world right now where a lot of people are haters. A lot of people are envious of other people. Some people are even jealous of other people's success. You know, the saying is, everybody wants you to do good, just not as good as them. And on this Lionsgate portal, to manifest what you want, you have to realize that wishing someone failure only means that you wish yourself failure. Hating on someone only means you're hating on yourself. And this is how to know you're really making it. Like, I knew I was making it, deep divers, when I was no longer a hater. In fact, I actually love to see people win. I want to see everyone win, because when you win, it doesn't take away from my win. I want to see everyone win. I want to see everyone get there. I want to see everyone's dream turn into a reality. And if you're on that frequency, that's a catalyst for your own manifestation. When you want the best in other people, you actually are ushering in the best for yourself. Slow motion this side. Say it again, Ralph. When you want the best for other people, you are actually ushering in the best for yourself. And that's huge. That is huge. Let me say a big shout out to, and you can always leave a comment coming in on the 8. I appreciate that. Natalia44, thank you so much. You're most definitely appreciated. So when you wish the best for other people, you are ushering in the best for yourself. And that's the reason why, as you are leveling up in your own life, deep divers, this is huge. Don't talk down on anyone unless you're lifting them up at the same time. Constructive criticism, but don't just tell people what they're not doing without giving them a solution. And this is huge. And that's the reason why I knew this early on, that on Infinite Waters, we're only about raising the frequency and the vibration. You don't see me making diss videos on people, diss records. We ain't got time for that. But not only that, we're all about getting to the next level. And to do that, you got to keep moving forward. You got to keep looking up. So you got to ask yourself, which direction are you looking? Are you looking down on people? Are you full of anger and hate? That's the reason why what you want isn't here yet. I can't even begin to tell you how grateful I am every single day. Every day it's like I'm winning the lottery, because we're raising the frequency, we're raising the vibration, the energy is good. And on this Lionsgate portal, you have to be aware of the vibes and the energy you're putting out there into the universe. Okay? You must be aware of the energy that you are putting out into the universe. And I had to learn how to do this, deep divers. Like, even when I'm talking about like serious topics on this channel, if you notice, and people always say this, they're like, oh my gosh, Ralph, even though this was like a heavy topic, you made it fun, you made it exciting, you made it positive, right? So this Lionsgate portal is asking you to become an alchemist. Yes, it's not about hiding from reality and what's actually going on. It might be a negative situation, but it's about transforming the energy around, transforming that heavy subject to find the seeds of positivity in it, because that's the only way you can actually manifest. We have to remind ourselves the Lion's Gate portal is open. Do this to manifest what you want. Seize your focus. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Seize your focus. Someone translate that to Latin, right? That should be the motto. Seize your focus. Because a lot of people don't realize that the reason why right now on the planet there's really a war on your attention. I was literally on TikTok the other day and I'm like, okay, the algorithm, it kind of is predicting what you want to watch, right? It's literally trying to capture your attention by any means necessary. And that's the reason why this Lion's Gate portal that's opening 8-8 and Deep Divers happy 8-8, do this to manifest what you want, is calling us all to really seize our focus. You see, the truth is, I had to learn this many years ago because on Infinite Waters, like, this channel has nearly 500 million views, right? And we've done that through high vibrational content. So I'm proof that it's possible. But you have to realize that I could have gone about it a different way. I could have fed you fear, low vibrational content. But the secret is there would be no Infinite Waters. You see, a lot of people come and they fade away very quickly because the message that is coming out of them is low vibrational. It might go viral, but they haven't got a foundation to stand on. And that's what happens all the time, even with social media. There are a lot of people who are here today, gone tomorrow. Infinite Waters is still here because, once again, we're raising the frequency, raising the vibration, and the energy is good. The energy is evolving. We're getting up there. We're leveling up. And that's key. You see, on this Lion's Gate portal, don't do it because it's going to get you attention. Do it because it's going to create longevity. Do it because it's going to transform you internally. You see, Deep Divers, that's the reason why I'm going to be here in the next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, and beyond, because the foundation of Infinite Waters is so powerful. I can literally make a video that's just 432 hertz, and that's all I can do. I could stop talking and just put out musical sound frequencies. In fact, I did that for a time, and this is the key. To realize that when you are doing things, not just because the crowd wants it, are you not entertained? You see, when you are transcending that, when you're transcending just trying to please the audience, you can now move into your greatest version. There are so many people who are killing themselves just for a like, who are killing themselves just for external validation. They're doing it on TikTok. They're doing it on the gram, on YouTube, on Facebook. All of these apps, people are doing it, but inside they're hurting, because that's what happens when you aren't doing it with the right intentions. It's going to destroy your soul. And that's the reason why you can't do things just to people please. You can't do things just because people are going to say, oh my gosh. You can't do things, even for me, just to go viral. You got to do things with a message, because this is what the Lion's Gate portal is all calling us to do, to be authentic in a world which is telling you attention is the new currency. You can't do things that are inauthentic and sell your soul in the process. You have to realize that your greatest manifestation will come when you are in your true authenticity. And this is huge. And this is what the Lion's Gate is all about. You see, the lion is a symbol of a majestic nobility, calm, composure. At the same time, a lion is ferocious. They call it the king of the jungle. This is Leo season. And Leo is the energy of the sun energy. It's powerful. It's expansion. It's growth. It's also you don't want to mess with a Leo, right? You don't want to mess with a Leo. But when a Leo comes into the room, you know, because the energy is emanating from the Leo. The energy is high. Shout out to all the Leos. This is your season right now, right? But the lion is really the metaphor for the Leo energy. And it's all about us realizing that just because we have the power, we can have the composure as well. And when you are super powerful physically, but when you have mastered your emotions, that's what the Leo represents. That's what the Lion's Gate is all about. The lion is a symbol of brute force and power. But when you have a lion that is just silent and calm, now it's a win-win all over. That's what the AA energy is all about. It's about controlling, mastering your emotions. A lot of us, sometimes we want to be the lion that lashes out on people. But if you are the lion who is not reacting because someone steps on your shoe, not reacting because someone left a comment, not reacting because someone called you out, oh my gosh, you are going to be powerful beyond measure. And in fact, this is one of the greatest ways to manifest. Stop reacting to the world out there. When something happens, you don't have to jump on it. When they tell you things, when they say things, you don't have to be a reactor. And I've used this in my own life, and it's so powerful. You know, I've been sharing for a little while. Just imagine what people have told me, good, bad, and ugly. But I realized I got to be the lion, right? On this Lion's Gate portal. I got to be the lion, and I have to stop reacting. And that's the reason why I'm still here, because when they can't control your emotions, you become unstoppable. Let me repeat that. When they can't control your emotions, you become unstoppable. They're going to try and throw you off. They're going to try and sneak diss you, give you subliminal messages. They're going to say things. And that's the reason why a lot of people, they become fearful. They're like, I got a message to share, but they care way too much what people think. They got a message to share, but that comment affected their day. Now they don't know what to do. And that's the reason why you got to have a thick skin. So on this Lion's Gate portal, to manifest what you want, master your emotions. The emotion, we're talking about the energy in motion. We're talking about the energy in motion. And the people who are able to master their emotions, to not allow the noise of the crowd to interfere with the peace inside, are the people who become powerful beyond measure. The Lion's Gate portal is open. Do this to manifest what you want. Release what no longer serves you. Let go of fear, doubt, resentment, and old identities. Once again, release what no longer serves you. Let go of fear, doubt, resentment, and old identities. Old identities. Oh, yes. A lot of us, we're still hanging on to the 2016 version of ourselves. And that's why the internet is so weird right now, because as you're evolving, you're looking at people who were once you in a different space and time. You know, when Instagram, for example, first came out, or even YouTube or TikTok, all of these apps, when they first came out, everyone was like, hey, look at me. People want to flex. They want to showboat. But as time goes on, and probably you've noticed this, deep divers, that the new energy is authenticity. And in the world of artificial intelligence, the people who are thriving right now, the people who are manifesting right now, are the originals, are the people who can't be replicated by artificial intelligence. There's only one Infinite Waters. There's only one of you. An original is always worth more than a copy. Deep divers, let me say a big shout out to everyone who's here. And deep divers, hit the super chat, hit the tip page, get your message featured. Happy 8/8 Lions Gate portal. Woo! Garden Glam Let me say a big shout out to you. You're most definitely appreciated. Garden Glam, shout out to you. Happy birthday. Let me give you a round of applause for being here. Garden Glam, thank you so much. My birthday is tomorrow, 8/9. I'm also having a Venus return today, 8/8, Venus and Libra. Thank you for everything you teach. Hey, I appreciate that. And it's so wonderful to see all of you here, all of you diving deep. And once again, this is a very powerful day. A very powerful day to bring what you want into reality, okay? Once again, let me say a big thank you to Dr. Askiet. Thank you so much for your generous contribution. Thank you. You're most definitely appreciated. So this is one of the most powerful times to bring what you want into reality. And we have to be brutally honest with ourselves every single day on this Lionsgate portal. Speak your desires. Speak your desires through gratitude. Appreciate what is already present while remaining open to more. Once again, Lionsgate portal is open. Do this to manifest. Raise your energy through gratitude. Appreciate what is already present while remaining open to more. There are so many times when people say, I don't want to say thank you. There's nothing to say thank you for. Has that ever happened to you, deep divers, where sometimes there's nothing to smile about, there's nothing to say thank you for, because life, shit has hit the fan right now. It's not looking good. It can happen to each and every one of us. Sometimes gratitude feels like a foreign word. We don't even want to say it. But you see, this Lionsgate portal is reminding us all that gratitude is the ultimate alchemist. Let me repeat that. Gratitude is the ultimate alchemist. You know, sometimes, even Infinite Waters, I sometimes say, I don't want to say thank you. Then the universe slaps me. Ouch. It says, if you don't say thank you right now, Ralph, let me tell you a secret, deep divers, for everyone on this stream. So there's an expression that you can get lined up. Well, the universe lined me up. And the universe is lining you up right now if you're watching this video. What I mean is that I was in the right place at the right time when YouTube started. And that's the reason why this channel has over 2 million subscribers. The universe is working in my favor. It's lining me up. It's placing and reshuffling things, arranging things to work on my behalf every single second. And that happens more when I'm in a state of gratitude. What I'm telling you is in your own life, the universe is lining you up for greatness or for your own downfall. You've got a choice which one. Let me repeat that. I said the universe is lining you up. It's lining each and every one of us up for your greatness or for your own downfall. Gratitude will move you in the direction of the universe to line you up for greatness. Deep divers, hit the like button, share the video. What's up? Let me say a big thank you to one of the #1 commentators on Infinite Waters, the amazing Purple Aquarius 6. You're most definitely appreciated. Purple Aquarius 6, let me give you a round of applause and thank you for always supporting the show. We appreciate you. The cat down the road definitely appreciates you. Purple Aquarius 6, is so good to see you here. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ralph, for everything that you do. I listen to your videos while getting ready for work. It helps me stay positive during the work week. I like the double speak there. Thank you. Hey, you're most definitely appreciated. You know, and I've got to say a big thank you for always supporting the show. I always see your comments on the videos, and you're most definitely appreciated. Let me say a big thank you to Joe, pianist, as well. Joe Pianist, thank you so much. I've learned so much from your videos. Thank you for your uplifting messages. Hey, I appreciate that. You're most definitely appreciated. And it's a powerful day. To everyone in the chat, happy 8/8 to everyone who's here, everyone who's experiencing this very powerful portal that's opened, right? The Lionsgate portal is open. Do this to manifest what you want. Stop chasing and start aligning. This is huge. Stop chasing and start aligning. Stop chasing a life that's not meant for you and start moving in alignment with a life that is meant for you. How many times are you chasing after things, deep divers, that aren't doing anything for you emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually? And a lot of us, we do that. I did that along my early journey. We're chasing for the dream job or a relationship or this or that, but it's not even in alignment with who we really are. So the Lionsgate portal is open. Do this to manifest. Stop chasing and start aligning. Take inspired action instead of obsessing over when it will happen. And one of the biggest things right now is that a lot of people are saying, you know what we were told would make us happy or successful is not actually true. You see, a lot of people believe that if you've got all of this wealth that you're going to be happy automatically. No. It's about alignment. That's the key to happiness, being in alignment. And that's the reason why a lot of children, they can experience euphoria and bliss because all they need is a toy to be happy. But as people get older, they need more things. So you got a car, but then you look at your neighbor's car, you're like, actually, my car's shit. I need a new car. And then you're in an apartment, then you see someone in a mansion in Beverly Hills, you're like, oh my gosh, I need the mansion. So human beings are always chasing perpetually and comparing themselves to other people. Comparison is the greatest thief of joy. On this Lionsgate portal that's open, to manifest what you want, remind yourself, it's not about chasing things which were never meant for you. What someone else has is theirs. It's not yours. Focus on what you have and doubling it. That's what I did. I said, okay, yeah, I see Mr. Beast on YouTube. And Mr. Beast has got like 100 million subscribers. I can't compete with that, but I can be the best Infinite Waters I can be. So when you stop comparing yourself to other people, you focus on yourself. So I let other people do what they're good at. I do what I'm good at. So this is huge. But so many times where people get stuck with manifestations that they're comparing their life to someone who's running a different race. I have no idea why they're doing that. I know why I'm doing what I'm doing though, right? And that's huge. So we got to become crystal clear on what we're doing and stop focusing on what other people are doing because that's not even in alignment with our true purpose. The Lionsgate portal is open. And once again, the Lionsgate portal is a receiving portal. This is huge, right? The Lionsgate portal is a receiving portal, okay? And this science, deep divers, every year around 8/8, the sun is in Leo. The sun in Leo aligns with Sirius, the brightest star in the sky. For thousands of years, it has been treated as a doorway, a time to call in more and expand. More money is one of the things it can open. Also, more health, more wealth, more abundance, better relationships. 10 things to do before the Lionsgate peak. Clear space for what's coming. That's number 1. Number 2, write down what you're ready to release. Number 3, forgive yourself for what you've carried. Number 4, name 8 things you appreciate right now. Number 5, repeat, I am ready to receive. Number 6, get clear on how you want to feel. Number 7, ask the universe for a sign. Show me a sign. Number 8, take one aligned action today. Number 9, spend 10 minutes in stillness. Number 10, let go and trust what's unfolding. That's a slow motion. Deep divers. It's a powerful day. It's a very powerful day to manifest. Let me tell you this. There are a lot of people, and this is huge. Make it work for you. Okay, because I'm someone who's been around social media for a little while. I've made it work for me. Now, check this out. I could have just been someone who's posting on Instagram. I see a lot of people just posting on Instagram or TikTok, but they're not even cultivating a business. I'm like, what are you doing? You've written like a long post on Instagram. You could have written a book. That's what I did. Feel Alive 2, over 500 pages. That's the next one. The first one is a number 1 best-selling book on Amazon. So instead of just writing on Instagram, I said, I'm going to write a book. This is what this Lionsgate portal is asking you to do. See it as an opportunity. Make something more out of it. Don't just use these apps. Create a business out of them. Let me repeat that. Don't just use these apps. Create a business out of them. One more time. Don't just use these apps. Because if you're just using these apps like TikTok and all of these apps, they're using you. But if you're using them, they're going to work for you. So you have to make sure the social media you're interacting with is working for you. And that's what this Lionsgate portal is all about. That every time you utilize your time and energy to go on a social media app, you're either going to learn something or you're going to earn something. Once again, every time you go on these social media apps, you're either going to learn something or you're going to earn something. And that's huge. That's what I had to learn. So the Lionsgate portal is open. Do this to manifest. Protect your attention. Don't spend this powerful period feeding fear, negativity, or distractions. One more time. Protect your attention. Don't spend this powerful period feeding fear, negativity, or distractions. Is your attention being protected? That's what this Lionsgate portal is all about. You see, one of the biggest things people don't realize is that attention is energy. There's a reason why Oracle, Larry Ellison, if you don't know who Larry Ellison is, he's the CEO of Oracle, one of the wealthiest people on the planet. He realized that actually he had to do something with the algorithm on TikTok, so he actually acquired TikTok. TikTok is owned by Oracle because they know that attention is the ultimate form of currency. If we have billions of people focusing on something, then that is power. So we sometimes think that money is power. No. Attention is the true currency. It is the ultimate power that the elites are after. They want your attention. So the Lionsgate portal is asking all of you to protect your attention. Don't spend this powerful period feeding fear, negativity, or distractions. And one of the greatest ways you can actually protect your attention is to be selective, right? With everything you're consuming in this new world of AI and ChatGPT and all of these things, be selective even with a news story. You know, there's a lot happening in the Middle East. There's a lot going on in the world, wars happening, all kind of things. But you have to always remind yourself that even if you want to know about what's going on, what am I going to turn this energy into? Don't just read a news story about what happened, what's going on in the world. If it's low vibrational, take another 60 seconds and say, okay, what am I going to do about this information? Otherwise, you're just going to be absorbing all of that negativity every single day. So what I always say is that for every negative piece of content you consume a positive piece of content. Once again, for every negative piece of content you consume, sometimes 60 people dead here, or a big earthquake just killed 120 people. Any negative piece of content you consume, find something that is going to uplift your soul at the same time. This is what the Lionsgate portal is showing us, that yes, the world is going through a lot of transformations, a lot of things are happening, a lot of chaotic things are happening, but also great things are happening every single day. And if we don't make time to see them, we're going to convince ourselves that the world is an evil place run by maniacs and all there is war. Yes, these things are happening, but also on the flip side, great things are happening. People are graduating, babies are being born, people are getting married, things are happening which are fantastic. People you can celebrate that. So the Lionsgate portal is open. Do this to manifest what you want. Become the person who can receive it. And this is huge. Let's just stop right there. Become the person to receive it. This is one of the ultimate game changers. And on this Lionsgate portal, which is opening today, 8/8, let's break it down. Become the person who can receive it. What does this really mean? Especially with manifestation. So there are a lot of people who say, I want this, I want that. But they're not ready to receive it because they're not that person to receive it. They're caught up doing something else. So before you can pour something into a cup, you've got to empty the cup out. Let me repeat that. Before you can pour something new into a cup, you have to empty the cup out first. And so many people are walking around with full cups, waiting to be filled with new energy. It's never going to happen. So what did I have to do? I had to empty my cup. And emptying your cup is what the Lionsgate portal is asking us all to do. Because we can only pour into a new cup. We can't pour into a full cup. Are you ready to be empty? Are you ready to let go of old identities? Are you ready to let go of old energy? Or are you still clinging to the past with dear hands? And that's what gets a lot of people stuck. They still can't get past the past. They still can't forgive themselves for what happened a few years ago. They're still caught up. And therefore, the cup is still full. You see, this Lionsgate portal, which is so powerful, is really asking us to relinquish the past, to give up old identities, old energy, things not serving us, things which are only holding us back. We all have an opportunity today to become the person who can receive it. And that can only be done by emptying your cup. So I want you to ask yourself right now, ask yourself what habits, mindset, and actions your future self would have. Once again, ask yourself what habits, mindset, and actions your future self would have. You can't become a new version of yourself with the same old habits. It's not going to happen. For instance, I'll give you an example. With Infinite Waters, I realized the only way I could scale Infinite Waters was consistency. I knew it. Even back then, I'm like, okay, the only way I can get 1 million subscribers on YouTube is if I'm consistent. But I'm like, I don't want to be consistent. I got other things to do. So the universe said, you're not ready to receive it, Ralph. So I had to become a new version of myself to receive a new reality. So you have to remind yourself right now on this Lionsgate portal, become the person who can receive it. Ask yourself what habits, mindset, and actions your future self would have. Now, this is the kicker. What if I told you that a lot of us, we're not even acting on 10% of our true potential? Forget about 100%, not even 10%. We can become so much more. It's just that our habits are limiting us. Our actions limit us every single day. I'll give you an example. A lot of people say, oh my gosh, it's the weekend, I'm going to relax. What if I told you the weekend is where you should be in grind mode? Because when everyone is partying, doing that, turning up at the club, if you're working on your dream, when Monday comes, you're going to be chilling. So I knew that back in the day. I'm like, actually, I'm going to start creating content on the weekend. Don't tell anyone. So when Monday came around, I had so many people watching Infinite Waters from the Saturday traffic. So you have to realize that this Lionsgate portal is asking you to become the person who can be ready to receive it. Ask yourself what habits, mindset, and actions your future self would have. Now, the truth is, I'm not even 20% of my full potential. I'm just warming up. You see, a lot of us, we think we've arrived because we've got a big house, a nice car. But a lot of us, we haven't even started. And the truth is, it's because of our belief systems, because of our thoughts, because we think that we can't even go any further. Let me tell you something, is that they lie to you about age. You know, a lot of people might say, okay, 50 is old. 50 is young. 60 is young. 70 is young. 80 is young. And this is huge. Your body doesn't actually know how old it is until you tell it. Let me repeat that. Your body doesn't actually know how old it is until you tell it. One more time. Your body doesn't actually know how old it is until you tell it. And that's why I told you. People say, gosh, Ralph, you look like you're 23. And I tell them, well, it's because I don't even know how old I am. Right? Forget about black don't crack. But the secret is, age doesn't even exist in my reality. What does this mean? It means that every single day, I'm acting like I'm only 21 with the energy like a 21-year-old. I'm not saying, oh, you know, I'm 33 right now, I'm going to relax. No, none of that nonsense. So when you remind yourself that you've got to be acting like you're only 21, you've got to be in your prime right now. This is what the Lionsgate is calling you to do. So when I see people who are like sports stars, even Ronaldo, right? Shout out to Ronaldo, who's like 41, is playing football. I'm like, that's amazing. Because you want to actually push the boundaries. Because they say a lot of soccer players, they retire like at 37. That's like the maximum, right? In the Premier League, like the oldest players are like 37. I'm like, what? We're superhuman. You could be 40, 50, still playing at a professional level. That's why even LeBron James, right? He's like 41. I'm like, that's amazing. Because you want to be 45 and still be in the league. Because you want to push the limits of what the human body can do. It shouldn't just be accepting a narrative that, okay, I'm 45 and I'm 50, I'm over the hill. That's how the body slows down. So this Lionsgate portal is reminding you that right now you got to tear up the BS script that you're this age so you can't do it. A lot of people say, oh, you know, I'm 35, I'm old, I can't do it. And the secret is, I'm doing more push-ups right now than I was doing at 18 years old. Because this body is pretty amazing, right? So we got to remind ourselves every single day, with this Lionsgate portal that's opened, to manifest what you want, you have to let go of self-limiting beliefs. So the great Bruce Lipton talks about that, how everything is based on epigenetics. Our perception alters our DNA. And that's the reason why Manifestation has got everything to do with how you see yourself. Let me repeat that. Manifestation has got everything to do with how you see yourself. If you feel like a failure, your whole entire life is going to be a failure. If you feel like your best days are over, your best days are over. So even me, I was kind of having imposter syndrome. I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe Infinite Waters is over. It's never going to be the 2016, 2017 Infinite Waters. I'm like, what am I talking about? This is a whole new energy. So we have to even snap out of saying that our best days are over. And we have to realize that right now, we are in our prime energy. I'm in my prime energy right now. Everything in 2018, 2017, I was just warming up. But I'm the best version right now. If you can say that actually right now, this is your best version, not in past days, but actually right now, this is what the Lionsgate portal is all about. It's not about resting on your laurels or past achievements or saying, actually, once upon a time I could do this. No, it's now. That's the reason why I'm still going so hard, because I'm like, let's go. Right? And this is what happens when you lose limitations. The Lionsgate portal is open. Do this to manifest. Let's talk about this. Trust and let go. Okay? Trust and let go. Now, the truth is, it can be scary. It can be very scary for a lot of us. When you realize that the future is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. So a lot of people, they wake up looking a little bit shaky, baby, just thinking like, oh my gosh, how is it going to happen for me? Because what I want to do, it seems like I'm going to be climbing Mount Everest. It's a lot of stuff I've got to do. I don't even know if I can do it. So a lot of people go through this doubt and this despair, which follows. And then they say, you know what? I can't do it because there's no way I can do it. There's no way it's going to happen for me. And we have to let that go. We've got to trust that it's going to work out, even if it's not here yet. We've got to trust that it's going to work out, even if it's not here yet. Let me repeat that. We've got to trust that it's going to work out, even if it's not here yet. And that's what this Lionsgate is all about. It's about believing in yourself unconditionally. It is about having a mindset that is already yours. And the lion, shout out to all the lions and lionesses out here. All the lions and lionesses know that it's already theirs before they even got it in the physical realm. It was already theirs. And that's the same energy I took with YouTube. I said, you know what? I've already manifested a YouTube Gold Award. It's already mine. I'm already inspiring millions of people because I trusted myself so much that I'm like, it's already here. And when you have that unwavering self-belief, when you believe in it until it manifests, and once you know that you can do it, it's going to appear. It's going to show up in your life. And that's the reason why I told you. This is the most powerful time to be alive for manifestation. I'm just getting started. People are like, are you finished manifesting, Ralph? I'm like, nah, I haven't even started yet. I'm just having fun right now. But what if I told you your greatest manifestation hasn't even manifested? Just meditate on that statement. Your greatest manifestation hasn't even manifested yet. I definitely know my greatest manifestation hasn't manifested yet. And that's what this Lionsgate portal is all about. Do this to manifest what you want. Realize your greatest manifestation hasn't even manifested yet. Because you got the car, you got the apartment, you got the house, you got all of that, but you know that there's something else, right? And that's because what that something else is you being in your true purpose. And then leveling up in your purpose. And then having longevity in your purpose. And then still being around in the next 20, 25, 30, 40, 50 years. leveling up every single year incrementally. So yeah, I made a few viral videos on Infinite Waters, a lot of viral videos. I could have stopped there. I said, no, we got work to do. So you've got to remind yourself, yes, you graduated. Yes, you're a master's, PhD, whatever you did. Yes, you're a CEO. Yes, you're working right now. You're the manager. Congratulations. But now that's where it begins. You see, a lot of people think when they get it, when they get the manifestation, that's when it's... No. When you get the manifestation, that's when it begins. Slow motion this side. Let me repeat that. A lot of people think that when they get the manifestation, that's where it stops. No. When you get the manifestation, that's when it begins. Oh, that's when it begins. You better be ready for it. Because now you've got to maintain it. See, it's easy come, easy go. If you want to manifest consistently, you've got to learn how to maintain the manifestation. A lot of people, I got a 6-pack. Hey, look at my body. Look at my workout plan. Fantastic. Look at you go. But can you maintain that in the next 6 months? That's another story. Can you keep up that meal plan? Can you keep up that workout plan? It's a whole lot of work to keep it up because you're going to have to be consistent. So manifestation is not just when it comes. It's about the maintenance. And that's what this Lionsgate portal is all about. Reminding us that it doesn't stop today on the 8-8. It doesn't stop today on the 8-8. It continues every single day. So trust and let go. Set the intention, take action, and release the need to control exactly how it unfolds. I love that. That's what it's all about, deep divers. The Lionsgate portal is open. Do this to manifest what you want. Trust and let go. Set the intention, take action, and release the need to control exactly how it unfolds. Now, the truth is, deep divers, I'm impatient. So is the cat down the road, and so are you. We all are. At times, we want it right now. And on this Lionsgate portal, the 8-8 is really reminding us to manifest what we want requires patience. And that means you're going to have to fail a lot. You're going to have to go through ups and downs, breakthroughs, disappointments, delays, roadblocks. All of these things are going to happen. And it's going to be a slow process. Everyone wants it right now, but it's a slow process. You have to remind yourself you're in the womb for 9 months for a reason. The greatest manifestation, which is life itself, takes 9 months. What makes you think you're going to have it in 9 seconds? If you want to manifest life itself, it's going to be months, sometimes years, sometimes decades. But if you are playing the long game, if you realize it's the marathon. So when I was starting Infinite Waters, I said, okay, let me have the 10-year plan. I'm going to be here in the next 10 years. And now I've got the plan for the next 10 years. So if you plan 10 years ahead, you can now think forward. You can now be one step ahead. But a lot of people, it's all about instant gratification. And that's why I told you. The Lionsgate portal that's opened today, 8-8, is reminding us, don't be so quick to show people. Focus on actually building something. Let me repeat that. Don't be so quick to show people. Actually focus on building. A lot of people right now, they're choosing instant gratification. They post something on Instagram, on TikTok, even on YouTube, just for a quick like. But they're not really building. They're not really growing. Because you see, the true growth happens in the darkness. And it's very uncomfortable. You know, I always know when people are going to the next level of greatness is when you don't even see them. Where did she go? Where did he? They're a ghost. Deleted all social media. What? Yeah, that's when I know, okay, when they come back, it's over. Game over. Right? Because they are letting go of the instant gratification. They're sacrificing the instant gratification for the long-term gain, for the long-term elevation. And you have to remind yourself that's key, especially when we talk about this Lionsgate portal that's opened. You have to remind yourself, many people, it might seem that they're doing fantastic right now because they show you through the pictures, they tell you, hey, look at me, look at me. But let's see where they are in the next year. Just 12 months. Let's see where they are. Now, there's two options. Either they're going to be very far ahead or they're going to be backsliding. They're going to be going back. And a lot of people, they go back. You know why? Because they spent all of that time trying to impress people, trying to keep up with the Joneses. I'm so thankful I didn't get caught up in the watch game. Oh, I'm so thankful. I actually saw a video on watches. They're like, you know, you should get the Patek Philippe. You should get the Richard Mille, the Rolex. I'm like, if I had focused on that, there would be no infinite waters. What I'm telling you, stop focusing on doing things just to impress people you don't even know. Fight Club. We buy things we don't need to impress people. We buy things we don't need with money we don't have to impress people we don't even know, right? We don't even like. Why do we do this? Because once again, this new world where algorithms and AI is really governing human behavior is all about trying to get people to compete with other people. This Lionsgate portal that's opened right now today, 8/8, do this to manifest. Stop competing with other people. Now, this seems crazy, right? Stop competing with other people. I've got to compete with other people, Ralph. Otherwise, I'm going to get left behind. Focus on being a one of one. You see, everything that's high value is scarce. Let me repeat that. Everything that is high value is scarce. So, you know what happened? Because I've been on YouTube for a little while, I realized, oh my gosh, what's happened is that there's so much information just on all social media platforms, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook. Everyone is a content creator right now. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get left behind. Then it suddenly dawned on me that actually, no, it's impossible because I've been creating a unique signature. And this is what this Lionsgate portal is reminding you to do. In a world where everyone is so similar, in a world where everyone is the same or wants to be the same, choose to be different. Choose to stand out from the crowd. More so, choose to be a one of one, because if you exhibit the Picasso energy, right now they're paying hundreds of millions for the Mona Lisa. It's the wealthiest painting on the planet in the Louvre Museum in France. When you are creating like a Leonardo da Vinci, when you're creating original concepts, original ideas, original artwork, it transcends time and space, and it's always going to be around. But if you're trying to follow the next trend on TikTok, it's going to be here today, gone tomorrow. And this is the reason why this Lionsgate portal is all about reminding us that we don't have to follow the crowd. You can talk about what no one else is talking about. Right? I know it's hard to believe, right? You can actually be the pioneer and create the new trend. You can create your own job, your own career that hasn't even been done before. Right? So podcasting, for example, 20 years ago, it was non-existent. No one was podcasting. Then you had the first few podcasters. Then you got Joe Rogan, and then other people, and then people popping up out of now a lot of people are doing it, but in the beginning there was only a few. If you are the first on the wave, you will always be the last one standing. Get on the wave. Be one of the first people to start something new. And it happened even with me, because I had an opportunity to be one of the first people on TikTok. And it was kind of my loss, deep divers, because I said, I don't want to get on TikTok. Someone said, Ralph, this app is going to be huge. We're going to give you an opportunity to like do your video. I said, I don't want that. And I knew someone who got on there early. They got over like 30 million followers on TikTok. What I'm telling you is that find the new wave, because if we're caught up in doing what's already been done, we're never going to manifest to the next level. And that's the reason why it's so essential to, on this Lionsgate 88 portal that's opening, to be a pioneer in whatever we do, right? Because people always remember the first. That's the reason why I'm always here. And I will always be here, because people always say, okay, Ralph, I watched your videos when I was in high school. And I always tell you, deep divers, you want to grow up with people. If people can see you and they grow up with your videos, they've watched you like when they were younger. When you listen to an artist and you started to listen to them when you were a child, that artist always holds a sentimental value. It's like Michael Jackson. I remember growing up listening to Michael Jackson, and I'm like, okay, he's a legend. So to be a legend, you got to leave an imprint in the youth. Deep divers, Lionsgate portal is open. And once again, what is the Lionsgate portal? Let's talk about it. The Lionsgate is a receiving portal. The Lionsgate is a receiving portal. Every year around 8/8, the sun in Leo aligns with Sirius. This is science, deep divers. The brightest star in the sky. For thousands of years, it has been treated as a doorway, a time to call in more and expand. More money is one of the things that can open. Also, more health, more wealth, more abundance, more peace, whatever it is. 10 things to do before Lionsgate peaks, right? Clear space for what's coming. That's number 1. Number 2, write down what you're ready to release. Number 3, forgive yourself for what you've carried. Number 4, name 8 things you appreciate right now. Number 5, repeat, I am ready to receive. Number 6, get clear on how you want to feel. Number 7, ask the universe for a sign. Number 8, take one aligned action today. Number 9, spend 10 minutes in stillness. Number 10, let go and trust what's unfolding. This is a super powerful day, because a lot of people can feel the energy right now on the planet. And this is an opportunity to not absorb the energy they're beaming at you every single day in the media. Erase that. Swipe it, just like people swipe right, swipe left, and say, actually, ain't nobody got time for that. I don't want to keep hearing about doom and gloom, because I'm going to be a pioneer of the new earth. I'm going to create a new reality. And once you start building a new reality for people to live in, great things can happen. Right now, there is so much opportunity, and I'm seeing it, that the world needs a vibrational boost collectively. The energy has been quite heavy on the planet for a long period of time, right? The Strait of Hormuz, right? Oil and all of these things happening with the Middle East and all of these things. A lot of people are on panic mode, and you have to be the one who says, you know what? I'm going to show the world a new reality. Because the truth is, if you don't do anything about the world you're living in, you can't complain. Let me repeat that. If you don't do anything about the world you're living in, you can't complain. And this Lionsgate portal is about reminding us, if we want to manifest, we can't just be a sponge. We can't just be absorbing frequencies all around us. We have to be emitting them too. So this is the greatest time. You know why? Because everyone, even the cat down the road, Everyone has a platform. Even your auntie, your uncle, you see them on Facebook. It's amazing. You see people sharing, your mom, your dad might post. This is the time we're in. Everyone has a platform, and therefore everyone has power to broadcast, and they call it broadcast for a reason, because you can broadcast something into the universe that will affect everything around you for the better. That's what I'm doing with Infinite Waters. We're spreading a beam of good ass energy all around the world. And that's what the Lionsgate portal is asking us all to do, to realize that actually we have tremendous power. You know, a lot of people say, well, Ralph, I only have a few people following me. I'm like, everyone starts with a few people. But if you continue, it's going to grow and grow. But more so, you got to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I sharing what I'm sharing? Why am I studying? Why am I going to work every single day? You know, one of the reasons why a lot of people right now on the planet are starting to wake up is because people for the first time are realizing there's so much more to the story than we've been told. And this Lionsgate portal that's opening right now, 8/8, do this to manifest, is about you realizing there is so much more to your story. You know, a lot of us, we just get handed a job, we do it, and that's it. No. You're supposed to travel, experience new cultures, learn a new language. You know, a lot of people don't even realize we're programmed through languages. You know, English is read from left to right. There are some languages read from right to left. Study Arabic, study Spanish, study Amharic, study different languages will open up different areas of your brain because they allow us to think in a different way. And that's the reason why, if you can realize that a lot of us are programmed through words. A lot of us were programmed through tradition, culture. And this Lionsgate portal that's opening is to really re-examine everything we were taught. You know, we have to remind ourselves that it's all a program. Just like a computer, you load in a program, our minds are programs. We got programs running right now. We got to delete them, reinstall new ones, update, refresh, reboot, reset. And this is what the Lionsgate portal is all about. Do this to manifest. Understand, understand, and overstand the power of your subconscious mind. Understand, understand, and overstand the power of your subconscious mind. I'll give you an example. So, Lionsgate 8/8, do this to manifest. This is a little secret. As a psychologist, as someone who's been studying the human mind for a long time, you realize that the subconscious mind governs over 95% of our human behavior. And we're not even aware of it. It's basically the oldest brain. And if you can hack it, it can start to work for you. And what people don't tell you is this. Every single night, you can retrain your subconscious mind. How you do this is there are a couple of ways. One of the greatest ways is, first of all, be in total darkness. This secretes melatonin, but also be aware of what you're listening to. Some people sleep with the TV on, not realizing all of that's on the TV. How many times have you listened to a podcast sometimes and you fallen asleep? Happened to me once. And then you wake up saying what they're talking about. You're like, huh? Or sometimes you got the music playing and you fall asleep, but Spotify has shifted you to some low vibrational music and you wake up in a bad mood. So one of the greatest ways to retrain your subconscious mind is to have a place of peace when you go to bed. And I had to learn to turn off my phone. I don't sleep with my phone on. The reason why is because if you have your phone on when you go to bed, like some people do, it interferes with your brainwave frequencies. Once again, your phone isn't what you think. Go and watch my video on that. Your phone can actually turn itself on even if you turn it off. But if it's on, the phone is monitoring you. Also, it's interfering with your brainwave frequencies. The Wi-Fi signals, all of these things interfere with your brainwave frequencies. And that's the reason why a lot of us, we're not having the best sleep we could have. And we need the best sleep. We need a state of calm. We need to be in the delta state, the theta state, to really reprogram our subconscious mind. If we're always sleeping in a state of fear, we're going to be in the beta state. We're not going to shift into the alpha state. And a lot of people, when they're sleeping, their mind is still racing. That's the reason why when they wake up, they don't feel like they've had a good sleep, because they're always anxious. To reprogram the subconscious mind, you have to be in a state of total calm. And it's not easy to do because it means you've literally got to die to your old identity. And that's the reason why some people go on retreats, right? You've heard of retreats where you're not allowed a mobile phone. They say this because even some retreats, they say you can't even speak. What it's allowing you to do is to reconnect to who you really are before all of the external stimulation. And I've tried this. I do this. And you become super powerful. And I will be doing retreats in the near future where I'll invite everyone and we'll do it together. But deep divers, smash the like button, share the video. Smash the like button, share the video. Oh, we're having a good time. Happy 8/8 to everyone who's here. Let me say a big thank you to Demetritz. Thank you so much. And deep divers, you can ask any question you want, just like this wonderful deep diver did. It's been a year. How do you presently feel about X? How would one surrender truly to integrate the highest self in the love of nature? Shout out to you. Now, which X are you talking about? Put it in the chat. Are you talking about the app X? I'll assume that's what you're talking about, but you can put it in the chat. So, I post on X sometimes, but a lot of the times X is kind of noisy. A lot of people going back and forth in the comment section. Once again, like I said, I'm really only on YouTube posting videos. I'm not even really on Instagram. But focus on one platform that works for you. Now, let me know if that's what you were talking about, the platform. The Lionsgate portal is open. Do this to manifest. So let's go through this, deep divers. Set a powerful intention. Decide exactly what you want to create, attract, and become. One of the things that I'm seeing with a lot of people is that people are now realizing that you have to be intentional with your energy. And so many of us, we're not intentional. And I learned the secret of intentionality by getting in, getting out, right? I don't have time just to doom scroll. Sometimes I doom scroll, but it's only when I've done a lot of work so I can doom scroll. But a lot of the time, as soon as I wake up, I don't have time just to doom scroll. We got to be intentional. Just with a partner. Who am I inviting into my own personal space? Are we aligning? Do we have the same values? Do we care about the same things? Because we're moving into a time, and that's what this Lionsgate is all about. It's reminding us it's not about what looks good on paper. It's about what is truly aligning with us where we are on our journey. And this is the reason why all around the world there is huge disruption in relationships, in connections, because people are saying, actually, I don't want to settle for a mediocre relationship. Actually, I don't want to entertain a fake relationship. I don't want to pretend. And because of this, people's standards are changing. What they want, who they want, where they want to be, it's all changing. Some people are saying, you know what, I don't want to work there anymore. When Monday comes, hey, I got to talk to you. I'm handing in my notice. People are doing this. They're writing to me saying, you know what? I had one woman who was like, you know, she was working in finance, but she's like, even though I'm making a lot of money, I've got to choose because the money is good, but my soul is being crushed every day. And a lot of people are in this predicament because you see, the machine will pay you, but in return, it will take your soul. Slow motion this side. And that's the reason why you have to make sure whatever you're doing is working for you. And that's what this Lionsgate is all about. To manifest what you want, it has to work for you. It has to give you life. It has to give you strength. I used to work in a very high-paying job in central London. And I was really good at it. And they were always increasing the pay and promoting me because I'm consistent like that. But I realized if I stay here longer, my soul is going to disappear. And a lot of people, their souls disappear. You might see them in a Bentley, Rolls Royce, but no one's in there. Their soul checked out a long time ago. But if you are doing what you love every single day, you can still also be financially free, in abundance, prosperous. Have everything you've ever dreamt of. Have everything you've ever dreamt of. So this Lionsgate is about reminding us we can always win. We can still win on our own terms. And this is what a lot of people are waking up to. You know, you got a lot of people right now who are starting their own business. You know, a lot of us, we use an iPhone. We don't think about creating a new technology. Let me repeat that. A lot of us, we use the iPhone or an Android, but we don't think about creating a new technology. What about a new social media app? I'm giving you ideas right now. You can create a new app where people meet. I'm giving you ideas right now, deep divers. Credit me. You can make an app for conscious people, right? That they can meet each other all around the world. I'm giving you ideas right now. You can open up a restaurant that promotes healthy eating lifestyle. I'm giving you ideas right now. That's what this Lionsgate is all about. Realizing that there are so many hidden, untapped potentials and opportunities for all of us. Even me. I haven't even tapped into half of them, right? But it's about realizing the possibilities are endless. That's what this Lionsgate portal is all about. A lot of us, we don't even realize we haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg in terms of what we can do. Let me repeat that. A lot of us, we don't even realize we haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg in terms of what we can do. And I told you, learn a language. The reason why you should learn a language is because when you learn a new language, you can communicate to a whole new group of people who you never had access to before. So I went to Brazil twice. I had to learn Portuguese. I came back. I started to learn it. Learned Spanish. Learned different languages because you can now enter into a new field. The Lionsgate portal is about reminding us all, even if we're comfortable, don't stay there. You know, a lot of people, they get comfortable. And that's the biggest trap ever. let me say a big thank you. A big shout out to the one and only 5D baby in the house. You're most definitely appreciated.
Marco.
5D baby, and I want to say a big thank you to 5D baby, who's always supporting Infinite Waters. Happy 8-8 deep divers, tons of appreciation, mental. Hey, you're most definitely appreciated, 5D baby. Thank you so much for being here. It's always a pleasure. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here tonight. Thank you so much. Right? So when you remind yourself that right now, a lot of people are realizing that time is speeding up. I know time is the fourth dimension, and man-made time is not really a thing in the universe, but it is real in a man-made world. So when you remind yourself with this Lionsgate portal that's opening 8-8, do this to manifest. Remind yourself you don't have all the time in the world. That's the truth of the matter. What I mean is that this opportunity is not going to come around again. You've got to take it. That's what I did in the early days of YouTube. I said, okay, I'm going to carpe diem, seize the day. Julius Caesar said, I came, I saw, I conquered. That's a powerful line. I came, I saw, I conquered. It's about realizing you have to take it. This is an opportunity for each and every one of us. Everyone right now should have a platform. They're sharing. They're a business they're growing. That's what this Lionsgate portal is all about. Once again, because this is an opportunity that's available to each and every one of us. So a lot of people, what happens is that they think that, I'm still young, I've got time. And the truth is you don't, though. Because what you don't realize is that everyone has a different itinerary. Some people are here only for 15 years. Some people are here for 20 years. Some people are born, then they leave this dimension. So don't think that your age is equivalent to how long you're going to be in this current body, in this current incarnation. It's not like that. You've got a specific amount of time here. Maktub, it was written. And that means you can't be careless. You can't be reckless. You got to do it right now. You got to move like fires up your backside to get it done. Because once you have that work ethic, once you have that drive, you're going to be propelled to amazing heights and new places. We've got to stop procrastinating. We've got to stop saying, I'll do it on Tuesday. What Tuesday? It's already Wednesday right now, right? You got to do it right now on a Saturday, on 8-8. And that's the reason why people say, gosh, Ralph, how come you're so consistent? Because I realized there's only now. You see, the truth is, deep divers, you can spend 1 hour just scrolling on TikTok, easy. Why can't you spend that 1 hour working on something that you can stand on in the future? Let me repeat that. You can spend 1 hour on TikTok, easy. What happens if you spend that 1 hour in growing something? It's going to change your entire life. And this is what the Lionsgate is all about. It's about realizing, the lion represents, the Leo energy represents calm. And it also is stealth. The lion is an animal who has great stealth, strategic, very wise. A lot of people say the lion is the king of the jungle, but the lion energy, the Leo energy, is one of the wisest animals. That's the reason why everyone fears the lion in the jungle. You have to realize that in becoming your greatest version, that's what I had to learn. You got to be strategic. You got to remind yourself that life is like a game of chess. And the people who have designed the game are playing at the highest levels. What they don't tell you is that you can also reach these highest levels as well, but you're going to have to practice and learn the game, because it is a game. This entire world has been created out of someone's imagination. Someone made up rules, they made up laws, told you to do this and do that, but it's only one version. However, we've all collectively agreed on this, and therefore it has become a consensus. So in other words, we have to learn this game. You know, it is a game. The machine world is a game. But once you learn the game, outsmart the game, you can now create your own one. Slow motion this side. Let me say a big thank you to Capital 90, Blessing Infinite Waters. Let me say thank you. Capital 90, shout out to you. Spend time alone, reflect, and be honest with yourself. That's fantastic. Absolutely. That's what this Lionsgate portal is also encouraging us all to do. Do this to manifest. Just like Capital 90 said, spend time alone, reflect, and be honest with yourself. You know, what a lot of people don't tell you is that as human beings, what we fear the most is being alone. But what if I told you, only when you're alone can you step into your greatest power? Only when you're alone can you step into your greatest truth. Only when you're alone can you step into your greatest transformation. How many times, deep divers, have you been by yourself and all of a sudden you got this amazing realization? How many times have you been away from the crowd and all of a sudden you're starting to believe in yourself? This is the power of realizing. Spend time with yourself. Reflect. Be honest with yourself. And, you know, it boils down to realizing there are so many people right now in this world who are afraid to be alone. And that's the reason why they're not manifesting. The truth is, you're going to have to be alone. You're born alone. You're going to leave here alone. Don't be afraid of being alone. The truth is, no one is ever alone. We are all connected. But manifestation, and if you want to manifest on this very powerful portal that's opened, 8-8, realize some days no one's going to be around you. That's the truth. Some days you're going to be in the gym by yourself. No hype men, no hype women, no buddies, no friends. You're going to have to work out by yourself. Content creation is the same way, you know, and this is the reason why so few people make it to the top level, because you're going to have to enjoy your own energy, your own creative energy. In a world where everyone wants attention, to manifest, you have to focus on yourself and spend time alone and do the work. A lot of people don't want to do that. They still want to flex on the gram. Hey, look at me. And all of that, what people don't realize, all of that, it wastes time. When I was starting Infinite Waters, I had to go in the woods. No one saw me. Out of sight, out of mind, right? But I was actually growing something. I was cultivating something. And when you remind yourself that that's what this Lionsgate portal is all about, this 8-8 energy that's here. It's encouraging us all to spend time with ourselves every single day. Go to a mountain peak. Go to the forest. Go to the ocean. Spend time with yourself, because you'll start to figure out what you want. You'll start to figure out what you need. And you'll start to see what you have. You have to realize as well, silence is when the universe starts to speak. Let me repeat that. That's a slow motion. Silence is when the universe starts to speak. And you have to realize right now, when you are taking time with yourself, you can now have the confidence to stand in your truth. This Lionsgate portal that's opening right now, 8-8, do this to manifest, is encouraging us all to have the confidence to stand in our truth. I can only say what I'm saying because I've spent enough time with myself to trust myself, love myself, accept myself. I'm good. But some people, they always need to be in a crowd and they're afraid to speak their truth. They're afraid to stand for what they want. They're afraid. But manifestation begins the moment you're okay standing in your own truth, standing up for yourself, standing for what you want, going for the life you want. You know, the truth is, most people, they don't get what they want, because getting what you want sometimes is a solo journey. Let me repeat that. Getting what you want sometimes is a solo journey. Are you prepared to take that journey into the wilderness? Are you prepared to go up that mountain by yourself? No one there. Not even the cat down the road. I don't want to go. Exactly. But if you're willing to go, you will be the one celebrating down the road. You see, the truth is, and that's what this Lionsgate energy is all about. 8-8. Shout out to all of you deep divers. It's reminding us that it's easier to be with people even who aren't taking us anywhere, just because it feels comfortable. When you're with a group of friends, hey. But when they go home, you go home. Now it's Monday. Now it's Tuesday. What is the sum of your life? What can you show you're manifesting in your life? Because all the people who are what I call lions, the lions, they have been the ones who didn't fear going after their dreams alone. She went to New York to fulfill her dream. She went to South Africa. She went to Nigeria. She went to London. She went to Germany. He went to Spain. You hear these stories of people taking a solo trip somewhere. They don't even know anyone in the country. They only go there with $50 in their pocket. But down the road, you hear these transformational stories. They made it. So when I was starting Infinite Waters, I had no one around me. I was just in my back garden. Beautiful afro. Still beautiful. But I said, okay, anyone gonna hold my hand? No one's there gonna hold my hand. I had to learn how to hold my own hand. How about that? And this is how you manifest. This is what the Lionsgate portal that's opening right now, 8-8, is all about. It's about realizing, have the courage to stand alone, to stand in your truth, to love yourself, accept yourself, because you will be the one who are reaping the fruits of your labor. In a world where everyone wants to be around everyone, the people who are manifesting, who are highly successful, are the people who grinded when no one was around. And sometimes it's not fun. Sometimes you feel like, oh my gosh, I wish I had someone around me. But that's the reason why you're going to make it, because it takes guts, it takes balls, it takes courage to go that journey alone. Most people can't do it. You have certain artists, they don't tell you that they spent days in the studio alone. You see them on stage right now, but you don't know the quiet nights, the long nights, the days they spend alone in their creative process. All you're seeing right now is the success. All you're seeing right now is the success. You see sometimes actors, Michael B. Jordan, shout out to him, who won the Oscar for Sinners, great film, but you don't know he was alone practicing, rehearsing. No one was around. So if you want to go to the top level in your craft, you're going to have to lock in. And locking in means that you're going to have to enjoy your own company. The Lionsgate portal is opening. On this 8-8, manifest the life you want. Do this to manifest the life you want. One of the biggest things we can all realize on the planet is that there's a lot of disruption. It always seems that something is happening in the world. Bad news. Sometimes, like, there's a lot happening with the US, Iran. Like, what's going to happen? Are they going to send in troops? So what's going on in Iran and with the US, Israel, all of that is affecting everything collectively. And this Lionsgate portal is asking you to share and send good energy into the world. Because you have to remind yourself that just because you're in a state of peace, it doesn't mean that everyone else is. What it does mean is that you can influence other people around you. This is what we have to do every single day, because what is going to happen and what is happening will affect you. You might say, ain't got nothing to do with me, Ralph. Well, it does, because it's one collective. And if oil prices go up, if a massive war breaks out, it will affect you. That's the reason why this Lionsgate portal is asking you to be a beacon of peace, love, prosperity, and a good example for humanity. Because a lot of people don't realize we are living in days that the ancients spoke of as the end times. And this Lionsgate portal that's opening is asking you to hold space. You have to remind yourself, deep divers, that if you learn the laws of the universe, you realize that just as you are good, someone else is wicked. And there are a lot of people who just want to see the world burn. Let me repeat that. That's a line in Batman, right? Some people just want to see the world burn. Absolutely. Some people are here actually to disrupt, to cause chaos, to cause wars, and that's their nature. They're not going to change. In fact, they need that to survive. Some people need war. They need chaos. They need other people in a state of fear. And therefore, you have to realize there's a battle happening. That's what the Lionsgate portal is all about as well. Do this to manifest. Realize there is a battle happening. There is a war happening. And you have to realize this every single day to protect your energy. Once again, the Lionsgate portal that's opening, do this to manifest. Remind yourself every single day to protect your energy. Raise your energy through gratitude. Appreciate what is already present while remaining open to more. Protecting your energy right now in a hostile world is not easy. But this Lionsgate portal is reminding you that it may be your only salvation, because anytime you allow yourself to fall asleep, you will be eaten, especially in the jungle. You've got to stay sharp. You've got to stay alert. You've got to stay aware. This is the reason why the lion is so powerful. It's always aware of its surroundings. And some animals which aren't, they get eaten. They're the prey. And a lot of us right now, a lot of people just want to have a hot summer. It's a hot summer right now. A lot of people just want to turn up, want to party. But you have to remind yourself to be aware right now. This is not the time to fall asleep, because your manifestation is linked to your level of clarity, is linked to your level of focus. And in the land of the blind, the man with one eye is king. So you have to realize every single day that those who are aware right now are those who are able to manifest. The world is changing very quickly. Jobs are getting replaced by artificial intelligence. You have to be able to pivot. That's what this Lionsgate portal is asking you to do. Do this to manifest. Realize you have to ask yourself, is what I'm doing right now going to be here in the next 5 years with AI? Am I replaceable? Am I dispensable? Because a lot of people don't even realize that their jobs are up for grabs. And in the next couple of years, their job won't even be around. And that's the reason why you got to secure your future for your family, to say, actually, is what I'm doing right now going to be around in the next 5 years? Everything is changing. Industries are changing. I made the video with Elon Musk saying that money may not even be around in the next 10 years. You know, he talks about how we'll be living in the age of abundance, right? And artificial intelligence is creating universal basic income. Pay attention. A lot is happening right now. The Lionsgate portal is opening. 8/8. It's a powerful time, deep divers, to set your intentions, to set what it is you want into reality. One of the biggest things that's happening right now is that a lot of people are not willing to sacrifice. And I saw a video of Shaq talking to his son saying, you know, I was away from home because to be the best, to be great, you have to sacrifice. And a lot of people don't understand this. You know, even the UFC fighter, Khabib, right? He was saying that, look, if you want to be the best UFC fighter, you got to sacrifice, because you can only reach that level of a John Jones, all of these people, with sacrifice. You got to be in the gym every single day. Ronaldo, they say he's a freak. He's always training. Messi, any athlete who's at his peak, they have to sacrifice. So you have to realize that you are the greatest athlete right now in your own reality. But are you training like an athlete? You got to realize you can't be the best athlete if you're at McDonald's every single day, if you're at Burger King, if you're not exercising. It's going to be impossible. Then you have to realize as well with manifestation, and that's what this Lionsgate portal is all about. It's reminding you that there are levels to this. So with manifestation, a lot of people, they manifest and they say, okay, I finished. But once again, it's about realizing how many more levels there are to it. And this is huge. So wherever you are, no matter what you think you've manifested, realize you haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg. That's the reason why you have to stay hungry. That's the reason why you have to stay aware for a new opportunity. That's the reason why you have to realize that you're just starting. I'm just starting. You're just starting. When you remind yourself that actually, how are you winning? How are you getting it? This is key. Because a lot of people, they may be manifesting. She might be a millionaire. But is she happy? That's another question. Is she doing what she really loves to do? Is he doing what he really loves to do? So yes, some people might have fancy things, material possessions, a nice car, a Porsche. They might live in a wealthy neighborhood. But are they living a lifestyle that's nourishing who they really are? Because if you don't do that, it's not going to end good. I've seen it too many times. I've seen people who have millions of dollars fade away into the night. And I've seen it. You see sometimes these singers, they've got all the money in the world and they're still not happy. What's going on? Because you see, if you are accumulating all of that wealth outside of yourself, but you don't know who you are, it's pretty much meaningless. And this is the reason why this Lionsgate portal is about reminding you it's not just about getting the bag. It's also about preserving your soul at the same time. I've still got my soul not for sale. But a lot of people who are manifesting, they had to sell their soul to get it. They had to sell their soul to get the jet, to get the Richard Mille. Right? They had to sell their soul, because you can only do that if you are out of your mind. You got to pretend. You got to be a shell of who you really are. But if you really want to manifest on your own terms, it's non-negotiable. You're going to have values. You're going to have principles. You're going to have morals. And it might take you longer to manifest, but in the end, you're going to be the last one standing. So be aware of people who appear to be successful, who appear to be manifesting. Be wary of that, because you see a lot of people, it looks good. The image looks fantastic, but let's see in the next couple of years if they're still going to be here. There are so many here today, gone tomorrow. And this Lionsgate portal that's opening 8/8 is about having longevity. It's about being here for the long haul, like Infinite Waters. We're still here, still going strong, like we never left. But I can only be here for this long, and I'll always be here because I'm following a higher manual, a higher playbook. I'm moving myself into a greater version of myself. I could have done the low vibrational stuff. That's easy to do. And I got the offers. I got the deals on the table. Hey, do this, Ralph. We'll pay you this, this, this. I was given big contracts in Hollywood. $1 million contracts. Hey, but I realized if I would do that, it will sabotage the brand of Infinite Waters. Ain't nobody got time for that. So you have to remind yourself that even though they may offer you the bag, is it in alignment with who you really are? So this Lionsgate portal is all about you realizing it is about doing things. Once again, stop chasing and start aligning, all right? Stop chasing and start aligning. Stop chasing and start aligning. Stop chasing and start aligning. Take inspired action instead of obsessing over when it will happen. And it's a powerful time right now. It feels so good to be alive, baby. But I truly hope all of you set your intention today for what it is you want to for what it is you want to bring into your life, because the truth is there is so much opportunity. They talk of the population rising, right? Right now there's apparently over 8 billion people on the planet. In the next 20 years there's going to be over 10 billion people. And in 1804 there were only less than 1 billion people. So the population is growing. What does this mean? It means that there are more people on the planet who need inspiration from you, who need your services. A lot of people don't get that. Billions of people with a smartphone. What are you providing for them? Where's your business at? Where's your book at? I'm telling you these things to give you ideas, because this Lionsgate portal is about you reminding yourself you don't want to miss the opportunities that are right in front of your face. It is about seizing every single opportunity and not allowing any opportunity to pass you by. We are in the most powerful, amazing, beautiful times of human history. And when you start to see this more and more, you will start to manifest exactly what you desire. Be mindful of how you see the world. The way you choose to see the world creates the world you see. Slow motion this side. The way you choose to see the world creates the world you see. And this is the reason why it's so essential, so paramount, so vital. You're not focusing on doom and gloom. Remind yourself, this is the greatest time for you to manifest what it is you want. But you got to put aside your ego. You got to put aside your fear. You got to put aside envy, jealousy, lower frequencies. And then the manifestations will unfold one after the other, after the other. Once again, Lionsgate portal 8/8. 10 things to do before Lionsgate peaks. Clear space for what's coming. Write down what you're ready to release. Forgive yourself for what you've carried. Name 8 things you appreciate right now. Repeat, I am ready to receive. Get clear on how you want to feel. That's huge. Get clear on how you want to feel. Ask the universe for a sign. Take one aligned action today. Spend 10 minutes in stillness. Let go and trust what's unfolding. Deep divers, a happy 8-8 to everyone who's here, everyone who's diving deep. We're living in a very powerful time. I want to thank everyone who's been here. This was a powerful show. Happy 8-8 energy to everyone. And like I said, smash the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And let's raise the frequency. Let's raise the vibration. Let's remind ourselves that we're not here just to be spectators. We're here to be co-creators. Let me repeat that. We're not here just to be spectators. We're here to be co-creators. And for all those people who are sharing, I see so many amazing content creators on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook. Shout out to all the content creators who are doing amazing things. Continue to do it. But also realize what this Lionsgate portal is asking you to do. It's asking you to go to the next level. Like I see a lot of people, for example, on Instagram. I'm like, come on YouTube, start a YouTube channel. Do you know how many people YouTube has made millionaires? Do you know how many people Kick, Twitch, changing their entire family's lives? You got live streamers like DDG and Neon and iShowSpeed who are creating abundance every single month. What I'm telling you is that they're taking the opportunity of live streaming. And a lot of people are just looking at them like, who the hell are they? You could be doing that. You could actually be taking an opportunity to do something like that with your own story, your own talents. That's what this Lionsgate portal is showing us all. It is time for us to be in pole position. It is time for us to act. It is time for us to realize we can also contribute. We can also be on the main stage. A lot of people, once again, they're playing in the small leagues. It is time to play in the big league. It is time to play on the big stage because it's your life. Don't go out a small version of yourself. Go out knowing that you became a legend. Deep divers, we're getting poetical right now. What are you making me do? I want to thank everyone who's been here. Happy Lionsgate 8-8. May you manifest. May you become more prosperous in what you're doing for you and your family. And once again, deep divers, let's go 80s. Smash the like button, deep divers, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm so happy. The whole world is just beginning. We already won. It's about us all. So many beautiful deep divers here. It's a choice. So happy to manifest whatever you want, to be whatever you want. It's a choice. Freedom is a must. We have to become the spirit. I said to manifest what you want, to be what you want. It's a choice. Deep divers, thank you to everyone who's been here. Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You! Once again, hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and much love to everyone who's been here. Phenomenal show. One love. Peace.